chosen ones, this woman needs your help right now. God is asking you. You are not here by accident, and if you scroll away now, you may miss something that was meant to change not only your life, but hers as well. I am speaking directly to you because there is a woman connected to your path who is hurting deeply, and your presence in this moment is not random. I have aligned your steps so you would hear this at the exact time her need has reached its highest point. This is not about curiosity, this is about purpose, and if you stay with me, you will understand why your obedience matters right now more than ever. What you are about to hear is not small. It is a moment that can open a door for healing, protection, and restoration in a life that is quietly breaking. Type Amen to affirm. This woman is not loud about her pain, and that is why many have overlooked her, but I have not. I have seen every tear she tried to hide, and every night she stayed strong when she felt like collapsing. You have crossed paths with her in ways you may not even realize, and your spirit has already sensed something different about her. I am asking you to pay attention because you are one of the few who can see beyond her smile. This is why I am calling you chosen, because not everyone has the heart to respond when it truly matters. Listen carefully, because this is where your role begins to unfold. You are not being asked to fix everything or to carry what is not yours, but you are being asked to show up in a way that reflects my love. A word, a gesture, a moment of patience, these small things in your eyes can become lifelines in hers. She has been surrounded by people, yet still feels alone, and your presence carries a different weight. When you act with compassion, you become an answer to a prayer she has whispered in silence. And before you go further, I ask you from the depth of my heart, take a moment to like this video because it helps this message reach others who are also meant to hear what I am speaking today. There is something you must understand about her situation. She is standing at a point where one more disappointment could close her heart completely. She has given her trust before, and it was mishandled, and now she moves carefully, even when she longs to open up. This is why your approach matters, because you are not meant to repeat what others have done. You are meant to bring a different energy, one that feels safe, steady, and genuine. You may be wondering why I chose you, and the answer is simple. Your heart has been shaped through your own struggles, and you know what it feels like to need someone and not have them show up. That pain you once carried has prepared you for this exact moment. It has given you the ability to recognize silent battles in others. This is not coincidence, this is alignment, and I do not make mistakes when I place people in each other's paths. Type 1111 if you believe. Now hear this clearly, because this is where many get it wrong. Helping her does not mean losing yourself or forgetting your boundaries. I am not asking you to become overwhelmed. I am asking you to be present with wisdom. You can care deeply and still remain grounded. You can support without being consumed, and that balance is where your strength will shine the most. She needs someone who will not rush her, someone who will not pressure her to open up before she is ready. Your patience will speak louder than your words. Your consistency will mean more than grand gestures. When she sees that you are steady, that you are not there for a moment but willing to stay, something inside her will begin to heal. That is the power of what I am placing in your hands right now. There will be moments when you feel unsure, and that is natural. You may question if you are doing enough or if you are saying the right things. In those moments, come back to this truth. Your intention matters more than perfection. When you act from a place of genuine care, I will guide your steps and give you the words you need at the right time. I am also protecting you in this process, so do not move in fear. You are not stepping into this alone. My presence is with you, strengthening you, guiding you, and keeping your heart steady. This is not a burden I am placing on you. It is an opportunity to be part of something meaningful. Through this, you will not only help her, but you will also grow in ways you did not expect. There is a reason your spirit feels this message deeply. It is because you already carry the compassion needed to respond. You have been through moments where a small act of kindness changed everything for you. Now, it is your turn to be that light for someone else. This is how healing moves through the world, one heart reaching another. Do not underestimate what your presence can do. A simple check-in, a listening ear, a reminder that she is not alone, these things carry power beyond what you can see. She may not say it immediately, but what you do will stay with her. It will become a turning point in her story, a moment where things began to shift. This connection is not random, and the deeper you listen, the clearer it will become. What you are stepping into is not a moment that fades quickly. It is something that will shape both of your paths in ways you cannot yet measure. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. She has been carrying a weight that she does not talk about, and that weight has slowly changed how she sees the world. There was a time when she believed easily, trusted fully, and loved without fear. But life has tested her again and again, and each test left a mark that she now hides behind quiet strength. You may notice it in the way she pauses before speaking, or in the way her smile sometimes fades too quickly. These are not small details, they are signs of everything she has been holding inside. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. What she needs from you is not answers to all her problems, but a presence that feels real and steady. She has heard many promises before, and most of them did not last. This is why your actions will matter more than your words. When you show up without changing, when you remain consistent, even when it is not convenient, you begin to build something she has not felt in a long time. That feeling is safety, and it is the beginning of her healing. You may start to notice moments where she opens up just a little, sharing something small that might not seem important at first. Do not overlook those moments, because they are not small to her. Every time she shares, she is taking a risk, testing whether it is safe to trust again. When you respond with patience and understanding, you are showing her that not everyone will break what she offers. That is how trust is rebuilt, slowly and carefully. There will also be times when she pulls back, when she becomes distant without explanation. Do not take that personally, because it is not about you. It is the echo of her past experiences, the part of her that is still learning to feel safe. In those moments, your calm presence will matter even more. Instead of reacting with frustration, respond with quiet understanding, and she will feel the difference. I am asking you to stay aware, because your role is not only to support her, but to recognize the moments when she needs space. There is wisdom in knowing when to speak and when to simply be there without saying much. Sometimes your silence, filled with care, will speak louder than anything you could say. This is where your sensitivity becomes your strength. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is also something deeper that you must understand. Helping her will also bring things to the surface within you. You may find yourself reflecting on your own past, your own wounds, and the times you wished someone had been there for you. Do not push those feelings away, because they are part of your growth. As you help her heal, you will also be healing parts of yourself that have been waiting for attention. This connection is not one-sided, even if it feels that way at times. There is something about her presence that will teach you patience, resilience, and deeper compassion. You will begin to see how strong you truly are, not in how much you can carry, but in how gently you can care. This is a strength that not everyone has, and it is one of the reasons I chose you for this moment. There may come a time when she expresses doubt, when she questions whether you will stay or whether you will eventually leave like others have. When that moment comes, do not rush to prove anything with big words. Instead, let your consistency answer her. Stay the same, stay present, and let time show her that you are different. That is what will reach her heart. You must also guard your energy and remain grounded in me. Do not forget to come back to me for strength, because you are not meant to do this on your own. When you feel tired or unsure, pause and reconnect with me. I will renew your strength and guide your steps, so you do not lose yourself in the process. This balance will keep you steady and clear. There is a reason this moment feels important, even if you cannot fully explain it. It is because something is shifting, something is opening that was once closed. Your presence is part of that shift, and your actions will influence what happens next. This is not about pressure, it is about purpose, and you are capable of walking through it with grace. As you continue, pay attention to the small changes. Notice how she begins to relax around you, how her words become more open, how her energy starts to feel lighter. These are signs that something inside her is healing. You may not see the full picture right away, but every step you take with care is making a difference. There is a reason your spirit feels connected to this, even if your mind is still trying to make sense of it. I am guiding you step by step, and every moment you stay aware, you are moving closer to fulfilling what I have asked of you. Do not rush ahead, because what is unfolding requires patience and a steady heart. There are layers to her story that you have not yet seen, and they are not easy for her to reveal. Some of her pain comes from places she does not even speak about, not because she wants to hide it, but because she has learned that not everyone understands. You will notice that sometimes she changes the subject when things become too personal, or she gives short answers when the truth feels too heavy to carry into the open. This is not avoidance, it is protection. She is guarding what is still fragile inside her. Type 555 to affirm. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. I am asking you to be gentle with those hidden parts of her. You do not need to uncover everything all at once. In fact, the more you try to force understanding, the more she may retreat. Instead, allow her to open at her own pace. When she feels that there is no pressure, that there is no expectation to reveal everything, she will slowly begin to trust the space you are creating. There will be moments when you feel a strong urge to help her fix everything quickly. That urge comes from your caring nature, but you must learn to balance it with patience. Healing is not something that can be rushed. It happens in small, quiet steps, and sometimes it looks like nothing is changing, even when something deep is shifting. Trust that process, because it is real, even when it is not visible. You will also begin to notice that her strength is not just in how she endures, but in how she continues to show up despite everything she has been through. She has not given up, even when it would have been easier to close herself off completely. That strength is something to respect, not something to overlook. When you recognize it and acknowledge it, you remind her that her efforts are seen. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is something else you must understand about your role. You are not only there to support her, but also to reflect something back to her that she has forgotten about herself. Through your actions, she will begin to see that she is worthy of care, worthy of patience, and worthy of being treated with kindness. These are things she has questioned for a long time, and your presence can help restore that belief. At times, she may test your consistency without realizing it. She may pull back or act distant to see if you will stay the same. This is not manipulation, it is fear trying to protect her from being hurt again. When you remain steady, when you do not react with frustration or withdrawal, you are showing her that she does not need to be afraid in the same way she was before. This is how trust becomes real again. You must also be aware of your own boundaries as you continue. Caring deeply does not mean losing yourself. It does not mean ignoring your own needs or becoming overwhelmed. I want you to remain whole and grounded. When you take care of your own well-being, you are able to give from a place of strength instead of exhaustion. This balance will keep you clear and steady in your role. There will be days when progress feels slow, when it seems like nothing is changing. In those moments, do not lose heart. Change is happening beneath the surface in ways that are not immediately visible. Every kind word, every patient moment, every time you choose understanding over reaction, you are planting something that will grow over time. Trust that what you are doing is not in vain. As this connection deepens, you may begin to feel a sense of responsibility that feels heavy. Remember this, you are not responsible for her entire journey. You are part of it, not all of it. I am still guiding her, still working within her, and still protecting her. Your role is important, but it is not meant to replace my presence in her life. When you keep this in mind, you will move with clarity instead of pressure. There is also something beautiful that will begin to unfold for you as you continue. You will start to see how your patience and compassion are changing you. You will feel a deeper sense of purpose, a stronger connection to the way you care for others. This is not just about helping her, it is also about shaping you into someone who carries my love in a visible and powerful way. Pay attention to the moments when she begins to open up more freely, when she starts to share things she once kept hidden, when her laughter feels more genuine, when her presence feels lighter. These are signs that something inside her is healing. You may not hear her say it directly, but she will feel the difference, and that difference will matter more than you know. You are still walking with me through this, and that tells me your heart is open in a way that not everyone's is. There is a quiet strength in you that is rising, even if you have not fully recognized it yet. What you are doing is not ordinary, because not everyone chooses to stay when something requires patience and care. I see your effort, even the parts you think are too small to matter. Nothing you are doing with a sincere heart is being overlooked, and every step is carrying purpose. There is a shift beginning to take place within her, and it is because of the space you have created. She is starting to feel something she has not felt in a long time, and that is a sense of calm when you are near. It may not be something she can fully explain, but she notices it. The tension she once carried so tightly is beginning to loosen, even if only slightly. This is how healing starts, not with loud changes, but with quiet relief that grows over time. Type 1212 to claim miracles. As she begins to trust this feeling, she may start to reveal more of her thoughts and emotions. These moments are important, not because of the information itself, but because of what it represents. It means she is allowing herself to be seen again, something she has been afraid to do. When she speaks, listen fully, not just to her words, but to what she is feeling underneath them. Your attention will make her feel valued in a way she has been missing. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. There will be times when she speaks about her past, and you may hear things that are difficult to process. Do not respond with judgment or shock, even if what she shares surprises you. She is not looking for someone to analyze her, she is looking for someone to understand her. When you respond with compassion instead of reaction, you create a space where she can continue to open without fear. That space is rare, and it is something she has been needing for a long time. Type 1010 if you trust God. You may also notice that as she becomes more open, she becomes more aware of her own emotions. This can sometimes make her feel vulnerable, even overwhelmed. When that happens, your role is not to fix it, but to stay steady. Let her feel what she needs to feel, while reminding her through your presence that she is not alone in it. This kind of support is deeper than any solution you could offer. There is something else that will begin to happen as you continue. She will start to see herself differently, not because you told her to, but because of how you treat her. The way you listen, the way you respect her boundaries, the way you remain consistent, all of these things will slowly reshape how she views her own worth. This is a powerful transformation, and it comes from simple, genuine actions. You must also stay aware of your own growth in this process. You are learning how to care without losing yourself, how to be present without becoming overwhelmed, and how to love in a way that is steady and real. These are lessons that will stay with you far beyond this moment. They are shaping you into someone who carries strength with gentleness, and that is something very valuable. There may be a moment when she expresses gratitude in a way that feels deeper than expected. It may be in her words, or in the way she looks at you, or even in the way she simply feels more at ease around you. When that moment comes, receive it with humility. You are not doing this for recognition, but it is okay to acknowledge the impact you are making. That acknowledgement will remind you that your presence matters. At times, you may still feel uncertain about whether you are doing enough. Let go of that thought, because it will only distract you from what is real. You are doing what you are meant to do by showing up with sincerity. That is enough. Perfection is not required here, only consistency and care. There is also a deeper connection forming that goes beyond what either of you may fully understand right now. This connection is not built on pressure or expectation, but on trust and presence. It is something that will unfold naturally if you allow it to. Do not try to define it too quickly, because some things need time to reveal their true meaning. As you continue, remember to stay connected to me. When you feel unsure, when you feel tired, or when you simply need clarity, come back to me. I will guide you, strengthen you, and remind you of why you are here. You are not walking this path alone, even when it feels quiet. What you are part of is something meaningful, something that will leave a lasting impact on both of your lives. You are helping to restore something that was once broken, and that is not a small thing. It is something that requires patience, courage, and a heart that is willing to care deeply. This is the stage where many people either become careless or remain intentional, and your choice will shape what happens next. There is a quiet turning point happening within her, and it is because of the consistency you have shown. She is starting to believe that not everyone leaves, not everyone breaks trust, and not everyone disappears when things become real. This belief is fragile, and it is still forming, but it is there. You are witnessing the beginning of something she thought she had lost. That is why your presence must remain steady and genuine. Type 222 to receive blessings. As she grows more comfortable, she may begin to express her thoughts more openly, and some of those thoughts may come out in ways that feel confusing. She might say something and then pull back, or she might share deeply one moment and become quiet the next. This is part of her learning how to trust again. Do not try to control this process, because it needs to happen naturally. Your role is to remain calm and understanding through it. You will also begin to notice that her guard lowers in small, subtle ways. It may be in the way she speaks more freely, or how she allows herself to relax around you without thinking too much. These moments may seem simple, but they are signs of something much deeper. They show that she is beginning to feel safe, and that safety is something she has not experienced in a long time. Do not overlook these changes, because they are important. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. There is something I want you to be very clear about as you continue. You are not here to replace anyone from her past, and you are not here to carry the weight of everything she has been through. Your role is to be present in the now, to show her that this moment can be different from what she has experienced before. When you stay focused on that, you will avoid the pressure that comes from trying to be everything at once. There may come a time when she opens up about something that still causes her pain, something that has not yet healed. When she shares this with you, it is a sign of deep trust. Do not rush to give advice or solutions. Sometimes the greatest help you can offer is simply listening without interrupting, without trying to fix it immediately. That kind of presence allows her to feel heard in a way that is rare. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. You must also stay aware of your own emotions as this connection deepens. There will be moments when you feel more attached, more invested, and that is natural. But do not lose your sense of self in the process. Stay grounded in who you are and remember that your strength comes from being balanced. When you remain centered, you are able to give in a way that is healthy and steady. There is a deeper layer of purpose in this connection that you are beginning to step into. It is not only about helping her heal, but also about showing her a reflection of what true care looks like. Through you, she is learning that kindness can be consistent, that patience can be real, and that support does not have to come with conditions. These lessons will stay with her long after this moment. You may start to notice that her energy changes when you are around. She may seem lighter, more at ease, more willing to be herself. This is not something you need to force. It is something that is happening naturally because of how you are showing up. Your presence is creating an environment where she can breathe again, and that is something very powerful. There will also be moments when you feel unsure about what comes next. Do not let that uncertainty make you pull back. It is okay not to have all the answers right now. What matters is that you continue to move with sincerity and patience. I will guide you through each step as long as you remain open to listening. As this connection continues to grow, you may begin to see how it is affecting you as well. You are becoming more patient, more aware, and more understanding. You are learning how to care without expectation, how to give without needing immediate results. These are qualities that will stay with you in every part of your life. This is part of your growth, not just hers. There may be a moment when she begins to express how much your presence means to her. It may not be in direct words, but you will feel it in her actions and in the way she interacts with you. When that moment comes, accept it with a calm heart. You do not need to make it bigger than it is. Just receive it and continue being who you have been. I want you to remember something important as you move forward. This is not about rushing to an outcome or trying to define what this connection will become. It is about allowing it to unfold naturally, step by step. When you let things develop without pressure, you create space for something real to form. Yet you have remained, listening, learning, and allowing your heart to respond instead of turning away. This is where your growth becomes clear, because what you are doing is not driven by convenience, but by intention. I am continuing to guide you because what is forming now is reaching a deeper level, one that will shape how both of you move forward from here. There is a moment approaching in her journey where she will begin to fully realize that something is different. Until now, she has been slowly opening, testing, observing, and protecting herself at the same time. But soon, there will be a shift where she recognizes that your presence is not temporary. This realization may bring a mix of emotions for her, including relief, gratitude, and even fear. It is important that you stay steady during this time, because this is where her trust becomes real. Type Amen to affirm. As this awareness grows within her, she may begin to share more of her truth, not just the surface-level thoughts, but the deeper parts she has kept hidden. She may speak about things that still hurt, things she has not fully healed from, and things she once believed no one would understand. When she does this, she is placing something valuable in your hands. She is trusting you with parts of herself that she has protected for a long time. This is not something to take lightly, and your response will matter deeply. You do not need to have perfect words in those moments. What matters is that you listen with care and respond with sincerity. Let her feel that she is heard, not analyzed, not judged, but simply understood. This kind of response creates a space where she can continue to open without fear. It is in this space that true healing begins to take root. Type 1111 if you believe. There will also be moments when she reflects on her past and questions her own decisions, wondering if she could have done things differently. In those moments, your role is not to correct her or give answers, but to remind her, through your presence, that she is allowed to grow beyond what she has been through. You are not there to rewrite her past. You are there to help her see that her future can be different. As her trust deepens, you may feel a stronger connection forming, something that feels meaningful and steady at the same time. This is natural, and it is part of what has been unfolding from the beginning. But even as this connection grows, you must remain grounded. Do not let your emotions move faster than the pace of what is being built. Stay patient, stay aware, and allow everything to develop in its own time. You may also begin to notice that your presence is not only helping her feel safe, but also helping her rediscover parts of herself she had set aside. She may start to laugh more freely, speak more openly, and allow herself to be present without overthinking every moment. These are signs that something inside her is coming back to life. It is not something you need to force. It is something that is happening because of the environment you have helped create. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. At times, you may feel a sense of responsibility that feels heavier than before. This is where you must remind yourself that you are not carrying this alone. I am still with you, guiding both of you, working within both of you. Your role is important, but it is not meant to replace my presence. When you remember this, you will move with clarity instead of pressure. There may come a moment when she expresses appreciation in a way that touches you deeply. It might be through her words, or through the way she looks at you, or simply through the comfort she shows in your presence. When that moment comes, receive it without needing to turn it into something more. Let it be what it is, a genuine acknowledgement of the impact you have had.